Oh. Hey.
Hey, Facebook family. We are here again for the Hope to Hope conference. Kim White and we had an awesome time on yesterday. I am Dr. Cassandra Bradford Wilson, and I am with Genesis Preferred Solutions. Where is the princess? We need to put out a call. Where are you, princess? We can't find you. Kim White will be joining us and give us like 5 seconds. She's taking a call from the person that we're interviewing today. And we just want to let you guys know that if you missed out on yesterday, you really missed a treat. Yesterday, we had Wanda McKinley with We Are Survivors, and she gave her testimony. It was so excellent. She talked about being a survivor of domestic violence, and she told her story. But then the hope of her story is this. Though she went through a horrible childhood, in horrible circumstances, where she is today, that strength that she pulled from that situation, now she won a humanitarian award from Finland. She is part of the International Women's Conference that's going to be taking place in Dallas the end of this month, August 2017, in Dallas, Texas. Then we also interviewed Rosalind Knighton Warfield, where she talked about her Smile Experience and her Smile Experience conference that's coming up in October 2017. It's going to be in Arlington, Texas, and she talks about how we need to learn how to make intentional love encounters. And if you guys know me, you know that I'm really big on building relational currency and learning how to do business together. So, hi, Rodney. I see that you're joining us. Kim White will be here shortly. She's taking a call from the person that we should be interviewing this morning. So I think she's having a little technical difficulties trying to find out how to work this whole Be Live app all by herself. Some of the other people that we interviewed yesterday was Christy Bridges, and Christy shared her story about how she'd given her daughter, Valentine's her name, how beautiful. She had given her daughter up for adoption, and in her journey, about 20 years later, of how she found her, and just like they just rekindled their love relationship, like it had never happened. So we had some great stories, and we look at now her strength from now and present, of the strength that she has in the Bible studies that she does, in her books, and all of her mastermind workshops and her groups on Facebook, and what all she's doing now. So she talked about how that strength and how she gained that strength of hope from that horrible situation into now having an awesome, great relationship with her daughter and where she is today. We found the princess. Oh my God, those breadcrumbs work. Put down breadcrumbs. She found her way back.
Cake crumbs.
So they were cut cake crumbs. I like that. I like that.
I'm sorry, we had a change of schedule.
Okay.
Which is not a problem. I messed something up. I'll just own it. I forget that everybody doesn't run on my time.
Not on princess time. No.
I think everybody runs on princess time, which right now is Central Time. And I got the times mixed up for our precious interviewee.
Okay.
And so we're going to switch up. I'm going to surprise attack Dr. Cassandra. And I'm hoping that Roz is going to come on, because if Roz will come on, then we can actually co-interview you.
They're going to double team me, guys. Help! Where are my Facebook friends? I need you guys to come to my rescue. You guys love me. I know you do.
We're going to double team, tag team, whatever you want to call it. But our little drug pusher here needs to be interviewed because of the amazing things she's doing. And our awesome Leticia Mitchell will be on in the next session.
Okay.
Because I just got the time zones wrong.
That's why I kept telling her yesterday, Central Standard Time.
And I feel terrible because it's all my fault, but I just didn't know. I didn't know that everybody doesn't run on, princess time. So princess time is
your time.
It's my time. wherever I am in the world. And so I have to excuse myself for just 1 second so I can get Roz on here, because Roz can't get on here unless I send her a link. So I have to put my smart glasses on.
I need you to put your smart glasses on.
And so if you can.
So I'll finish telling you guys about the great people that we interviewed yesterday. Connie Myers out of Las Vegas, Nevada, talked to us. Oh my God, I love Connie. And as a matter of fact, if anybody out there knows me, you guys know I love a good road trip. So if anybody want to go with me to Connie Myers' house in Las Vegas, inbox me, let me know. I don't know when we're going. It's going to be before the end of the year. So I'm having a feeling that we may have to go like around the 1st of November, and then come on back. We'll go there. We'll eat up all of Connie's food, and we will. See, I didn't even know that. And we'll learn from Connie. Is awesome about leadership and all kinds of things that she's doing. So if you want to go on a road trip with me, inbox me at Cassandra Bradford on Facebook, and we're all going to Connie's house. I don't know how many beds she got. I don't know how many blankets. Bring your own blanket. It's a BYOB. Bring your own blanket, and we'll all show up at Connie's house, and I think she'll love it or hate it, but either way, we'll have a great road trip.
She'll love it. She has enough. We can probably fit, I don't know. She would probably say we could fit, 16. I'm going to say we could probably fit 30, because we don't mind piling up.
We love each other.
That's right. And I have sent the link to Roz, and she's going to log on. We just believe in being transparent. Mm-hmm. We could pretend like, it's something else. But the truth is, I just want y'all to know that it's the princess that has the problem this morning about telling time and pushing buttons and all of that stuff. And we just want you to know that you don't have to be perfect when you do these kind of things. No. And that's the point of this conference. It's to demonstrate some of the things that that Dr. Cassandra and I both teach. You don't have to do everything perfect. No. It'll come out in the wash. You'll get better at things. And the next Hope to Hope conference will be way more professional. Maybe.
I've had fun in this one, so I'm pretty sure you guys this has been quirky and silly, but and so I just want to thank Rodney Plummer for joining us, and Mustek, you were on yesterday, so thank you guys for joining us. And I think Roz is in the lobby.
Yes.
So we're let the tag team and begin.
We're fixing to put her on live, and that I just want to go back again one more time while I add her, and just say that one of the things about this conference is we are actually we want to throw out to the world these amazing people. That's the purpose of this. It's to give you hope about some things, and it's to feature people that we believe in. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of someone that I believe in more than Dr. Cassandra. She and I have been on tour together, mm-hmm. and if you want to get to know someone, if you want to get to know what,
lock yourself in a hotel room with them and see what happens.
Exactly. No? For weeks on end. So it is one of the things that we definitely a lot closer, because mm-hmm. close quarters and a lot of time and everything. It's been awesome. But the thing is, I just want y'all to know she's the real deal.
Oh,
she has
special.
Yes. Well, and if Sharonda's watching, she'll tell us we're both very special.
We love Sharonda.
We love Sharonda, but she definitely keeps us in line.
Yes,
thank goodness.
We need handlers.
But Roz, are you on with us?
Yes. Good morning.
Oh, good. Good morning. I know that you have a very special place in Dr. Cassandra's heart as well, and that you were excited to come on and tag interview with me because we both just believe in this woman. She is a powerhouse, and she is a hot mess.
At the same time.
At the same time. It gives everybody hope, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, Roz, what do you ask this beautiful lady this morning?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to Kim, because both Dr. Cassandra and Kim believe in pushing people. They push out greatness. And it's an honor to be here this morning. So I want to say to everybody who's watching Hope to Hope, you're loved, appreciated, celebrated, and valued. And one of the things that I would like to ask Dr. Cass is, she and I have had a private discussion about macro management and micromanagement. And I'm not talking about your manager micro you. What's happening is, how do you have the big vision and also turn yourself off from the big vision so that you can write up the integral strategic planning to complete the dream? So I want you to discuss that a little bit, Dr. Cass, how you do that, because you do them both very well.
I thought I was going to talk about hope. Keep hope alive. You guys are asking me the hard question. Y'all ask everybody else what is the hard question?
That's hope too. Hope for people that have a dream, and you just
tell them about
what you do.
Bonnie, I see you on Facebook. Can you help me? Okay. Well, when I sit down with a client, or if I sit down with you, I really want to know what your hopes and dreams are. Where do you see your business going? Even if it's a fairy tale, you deal with a princess, it's a fairy tale. So even if it seems far-fetched or it sounds like a fairy tale, I need to know what it is. Because that way I'm able to help you and help you get there and come up with a strategic plan. So I don't do group mentoring. I do mentoring. It's a little bit different in coaching. Mentoring, my definition of mentoring, sometimes you have to give a little help. You know how when you see a little puppy trying to get up the steps and never gone up the steps before, sometimes you have to push this little bottom to get them up the steps. You got to give a little help. Maybe that's not a good analogy. But
that's exactly true.
So what I do is I have to listen to the vision that God gave you. I can't change your vision. If you say your vision is from God, who am I to change God's vision? So if that's the vision, then now I have to listen. And then number two, I have to let you know that that's not, if God gave it to you, it's not a fairy tale. We can really make it happen. And then I need to understand what, I come up with a plan to get you there, but I need to know, what do you know? How much do you know to get you there? And so I give out a lot of homework.
Keisha will attest.
Keisha will attest to that, and anybody that's gone through my mentoring program will attest to it. But sometimes it takes me making a phone call, because I've built relational currency with people. I'll say, just like at the conference that we just had 2 weeks ago, I said, you know what, you need someone to help you on social media to get the word out about your book. I was telling a lady, and I said, you need to go talk to Kim. Go talk to Kim. She'll come up with a plan. I don't know what she charges. That's between you and Kim. But go talk to Kim. I know she can get you on social media, when you're supposed to post, how you're supposed to post. So now she did the homework. So the result is going to be, when you come back to me with me again, I need to see what's going on with your social media. So what she did was, I ended up making a phone call on her behalf to a client of mine who I have relational currency with. He said, have her come in. I said, you tell them that I said to call you. She did that. He met with her. She ended up getting 11 contracts in one day. Yeah. So that's the policy, but that's what I do. We come up with a strategic plan for your business idea to get you to where you see yourself going.
That's good.
Hard question.
I think from that part is what is the hope part, that you are able to build up the integral pieces and you keep hope alive, as Jesse Jackson would say. So with that, Dr. Cass, tell us how you started out and what was your hope level when you identified the vulnerable levels, so that you kept working it side by side to build up the Dr. Cass empire.
You guys are silly. When I started my business, I think I don't know how old I was. I have to go by how old my kids were, or my daughter. And she was, I believe she was 7. And when I left my company, I didn't leave, I didn't leave on a bad note. I left with that company as my client. The work that I did, I made sure that they knew they needed me. in their life. So I figured that if I left, I wanted to leave on a good note because it was a career. Back then we had careers. We didn't have jobs. It was a career. I've been with this company for 7 years. I've been in the industry at that time for about 20 years. So I decided to leave with them as a client. And when I left, all I did was I had a mentor that I had been crying on his shoulder, and I told him that they did me wrong at my company and how they were treating me so badly. And he said, "You can start your own business." And I'm like, "No, I need that paycheck. I mean, I have a daughter, and I'm a single parent, and my daughter's in private school. She's in all these extracurricular activities, and I need that paycheck." And he hung up on me. And so, um, so he said, "Well, Cassandra, you've seen a lot of attorneys rich. So why don't you go and talk to some of them, see if they'll send you work?" So my daughter at that time, she was in private school. She was learning Microsoft Office. She made her mom some business cards. Well, I set up my structure first. Set up my structure first. I got incorporated. My daughter made me some business cards and a brochure. And I went to, I was living in California. I went to Los Angeles on Wilshire Boulevard, which is where all the attorneys' offices are. I went to go see 3 attorneys. And by the time I made it back to my house, which I lived an hour away, my fax machine was out of paper.
That's
So I started, I had the same fears as everybody else. I was thinking, what if this doesn't work? What if I don't, what if I can't afford to pay my bills? What if I can't afford to keep my daughter in private school? What if? And I didn't really have a lot of money saved away. I'm not going to tell that lie. But I'll tell you that it was a lot of prayer. But the work kept coming in. I mean, it kept coming in. And I'll tell you, I grew way too fast. I couldn't handle it. I grew way too fast. So me being fearful of what would have happened, that's the same fears as most new business owners or entrepreneurs have. What I didn't have any family in California, so it wasn't like if it didn't happen, I can go to my cousin's house or my sister's house and go, "Hey, can you let me and my daughter sleep on the sofa?" I didn't have that. It was either sink or swim. So I decided to swim,
wow.
and so God made a way, and He kept the doors open, and He kept growing my business. So I'll tell anybody, if you starting your own business, a lot of times you have to have fun, right? And a lot of times it takes a lot of work. I worked a lot. My prayer life was totally different. It was, "Lord, please let my daughter go to sleep tonight on time. Please let her. I just want to read the story, the bedtime story, one time. Because I got work to do." And I worked and I worked and I worked and I worked a lot of hours. So that's my story. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people thought, "Well, who are you to do this? You're not a doctor. You're not an attorney. So what gives you the right?" And I said, "Well, my years of experience gives me the right."
Mm-hmm.
And so those challenges were, you're not qualified. What qualifies and quantifies you to do this? I'm like, well, what qualifies me is my experience. If it doesn't work, then you don't have to use my service anymore.
Right.
Yes.
That was all I had.
But taking a chance is part of owning a business, and taking a chance is part of the sexiness. It's hard. It's hard to do that when you're looking at your baby.
Yes, it's very hard. But I know an entrepreneur is a person that takes a risk. So I took a risk, and you look back, I remember my family says, "Well, you're using your daughter as the fatted calf. What's going to happen to her?" I'm like, her life is not going to change. If my thought process was, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go back and get another job. I didn't leave on bad terms. As a matter of fact, they kept asking me to come back. Now, they did me wrong. Don't get me. They did me wrong. However, I always figured if it didn't work out, they would take me back. And then I would just keep putting up with being treated badly. But I knew I would have an income, or I would go to another company. And I just said, "God, I know you don't want to go back to that." I mean, and it was amazing because when I got ready to leave, corporate America, and I gave them my letter of resignation along with my brochure that my daughter. They said, "Well, Cassandra, why are you leaving? We've done stuff to you before, and you didn't quit." And do you know it took like 2 to 3 weeks for me to realize? Wait a minute, did he just say they intentionally mistreated me? Oh my God, I must be a magnet for horrible stuff because I love that company. I was a company girl. I was there when the lights came on. I was there when the lights went off. I came in on the weekends. They didn't have to pay me for it. I got a salary. So I was always there. So I couldn't believe he said that. I'm like, so you intentionally applied pressure to me? For what reason? So,
well, and can I fast forward? Because I want everybody to know down the pike when you went from, and this is just a period of time, but you went from not knowing if you could keep the lights on, not knowing if you could feed your baby girl, not knowing if you could make it, to getting a contract in not so distant of a future for $40 million.
Yes. Well, I guess about 4 or 5 years later, we got an opportunity to get a $40 million contract in Dallas, Texas, which is how I got to Texas. And we took the contract, and I moved my whole team here, my whole staff, and moved them all here. And I'm like, we got all of this work to do. We're going to make a lot of money. I increased everybody's salary. And trust me, it was a good salary. I would work for me. And I moved this here, and about 8 months later, I was having problems with a very large insurance company that I can't name. They were not paying my invoices. And so at the end of the story, they owe me about $318,000, a little more than that. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to meet payroll? So I flew out of town to go and meet with them face to face to find out why they were not paying our invoices. And someone said, well, why would you let the invoice get that high? Well, that was just in a 4-month period. That's how much work we were putting out. And I flew out of town to go and see them. And they were like, Cassandra, we're going out of business. And I'm like, you can't go out of business. Insurance companies don't go out of business. They go insolvent. You can't go out of business. Well, the state of Texas allowed them to go out of business. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? They owe me all this money. You can't. This is illegal. And the more I screamed illegal, the more they're like, we're out of business. We don't have to pay you a dime. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I passed out. I thought I had a heart attack. I was having a panic attack. I didn't know because I couldn't even afford to pay my mortgage. I didn't even have $600 left in my account. So you go from a $40 million contract to only having $600 in your business account. What are you going to do? I got payroll. I had about 5 people in Texas on payroll, and I had 3 people on payroll still in California. And I was like, what am I going to do? I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, I thought I had a heart attack, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. I'm going to be honest with you. And I remember going to the food line. I remember going to a church to get food. So I ended up, I called my attorney. He's like, well, Cassandra, you didn't have money to even sue him. But I knew I had to get my employees back to California and get them a job. So my California and my Midwest clients were paying. Let's just be honest. They were paying. So what I did was I flew to California and I got them all a job. And I sent them back to California. But on the other hand, I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to make it. Being in Texas, I'm like, I can go back to California and I can go get another job or go get another client or go get another contract. Because I don't know if you know, when you get contracts like this, it takes money to make money. So you have to already have money if you're going to bid on a contract. I didn't have any money to bid. So I couldn't bid on another contract. So it was like, I need to get another job. I need to get a job. Well, in Texas, I was overqualified. No one would hire me. They said, you're overqualified. And so I said, well, I'll take the lowest paying job. I didn't care. I have to feed my baby. And they were like, no, we know that once you get a whiff of another job that'll pay you more, you'll leave.
You'll be gone.
So, I was in the food line for about 2 or 3 months, getting food, not knowing how we were going to make it. but God. That's all I can tell you.
Mhm.
The light stayed on. As a matter of fact, I gained weight during that time. You're like, wait a minute, you have money for food? How are you gaining weight? I don't know. I gained weight. I was eating. I don't know where the food was coming from, but I was eating. And we made it. And so, but from that, what I did was I submitted a proposal to the city to teach about business, how to start a business, the pros and cons of being certified, woman-owned, veteran, or minority-owned. And the city of Arlington, Texas said, you know what? We will contract with you. You're going to do 21 workshops in a year. And they paid me up front. I'm like, I want to pay me up front. But they paid me up front, and then they allowed me to get whatever money. I call it eat what you kill. But whatever clients I got out of that, I still got to get that money as well. So
Wow.
it's been, I shifted my business model. I still have that business. I've never marketed that business. I never really talk about it. I have one client left, and they're out of Kentucky. And I have doctors that work that business. Only time I'm really involved in my insurance fraud business is if the case goes to trial. And only 2% of auto accidents ever go to trial. So, because if I go to trial, it's going to pay me to sit there all day, and my rate is super high. So I want to settle. So my journey, this is what I do, and it's you take a risk. Even taking that contract with the city of Arlington was a risk because I had to now go write a presentation. And one city saw it, and he was so impressed, he told the city of Burleson. So then I picked up the city of Burleson. And then I picked up the city of Cedar Hill, Texas. I'm like, who are these people, and how do you know me? And it just kind of caught on like that. Now I have the city of Frisco and Plano and McKinney, and I've been doing that same workshop now for 10 years.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's
wow.
Well, that's the thing about entrepreneurs is it's not a pretty picture. We think, when we've never had a business, we think that you work really hard, you get a great business, you make a lot of money, and that it's always an up. You're always going up. But the truth is,
it's a roller coaster ride.
It's a roller coaster ride, and you have to be willing to take it. Now, it's worth it.
Yes,
it's very worth it. But to go from not knowing if you can feed your child, not keeping the lights on, to a $40 million contract, back to a food line, and then now you're really influencing entire cities in this entire region.
Well, not just Texas. I'm all over the country now. So it's been an amazing journey. I don't think I would ever want to go back to work for another. I don't think they would hire me anyway, Rhonda. I don't think they're trying to tell me this is not how you do this. What, you need to get some systems and they're like, you know what, you need to get her out of here. I don't know what she's talking about. Lock her in the bathroom. So I love her. I'm a pusher, really. I'm gonna get this done.
Well, just to tell you what flavor this princess is, she on break yesterday, I think I told on one of the sessions yesterday, but on break yesterday, she said, I'll be back. I'm going to go start a book. And we're like, oh, okay. And so we take the camera in and we're going to be silly with her. And she wasn't playing. She was in there writing a book. She's already written most of a book just since yesterday. Already got the cover design going. She's already done all this stuff.
I got like 2.5 chapters done.
So if you whine, that would not be the person to go to, would it?
Well, it started, okay, Facebook friends. It started while I was telling someone else, you need to write a book. You should go write a book. And so I'm thinking, I got to practice what I preach, right? Because I'm telling them, you need to be starting this weekend. You need to start now. And then I heard this voice like, well, you need to start now. So on break, I ran into the other room and I'm just typing. Kim's like, we got 3 minutes. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not done with my sentence. So
we had to keep running her back in here to do the conference because she was so excited. And I don't know how late she stayed up last night with the killer spider.
Yeah, this spider, it lipstick on and eyelash. It was a tarantula. It was kissing me. I'm not quite sure why. And then I don't know what's going on, but I don't kiss and I kissed a bunch of frogs before I got to Tony. But I don't kiss spiders, so you need to put the word back out to your friends out there and let them know I don't kiss spiders. I've kissed my last frog, turned into a prince. The end of the story. I'm not going back to kissing insects and amphibians.
And we love Mr. Tony. If you're watching, Mr. Tony, I just want you to know I voted that you come. just saying.
Everybody's like, yeah, we voted for him to come too.
The whole crew have voted that you come. We don't know what happened.
I thought it was safe here. I thought it was safe, but the frogs went back and told the spiders. It's a long story, people. It's a long story. We're not gonna go.
Well, Dr. Cassandra is amazing on so many levels. I mean, we have so much fun. We just have so much fun. But we also work.
We work.
And she was telling me what she wants to offer y'all for being at the Hope to Hope conference. And I think, this is a testimony to her heart of changing the world. Even if it's one business at a time. Mm-hmm. It's one person at a time.
Yes.
Whatever it takes to get people to that place of freedom, mm-hmm. that place of their definition of success.
Yes.
Yes.
And tell them what you are doing for the Hope to Hope conference.
Well, I'm offering you guys, I have an ebook called How Do You Know When Your Business is on Fire? You have to stop, drop, roll, and run.
That in itself just sounds fun.
It is fun. You have no idea. It's not what you think. So I'm going to offer to you, if you inbox me your email address, I will send it to you in an ebook.
So they can do Messenger. They can do
Messenger.
Do you want to put the website?
No, they can send me a message. I'm on Facebook, guys. It's Cassandra Bradford, Bradford. You should see a very beautiful picture of me. I don't look like this all the time. And if you inbox me your email address, I will send you the PDF copy today.
That's so awesome. That's the thing that is incredible about Dr. Cassandra. She's a giver. She doesn't just tell you to do things. She gives, and then she writes books, and we're on the break.
You know what? I know Roz is getting ready to say it. I can see her lips forming to say it. Roz, that I'm a drug pusher.
Drug pusher.
And I was like, I'm not a drug pusher. I push, but I don't like that. I don't want. And so my next book is entitled The Drug Pusher. So it's gonna be fun. And so, and everybody's like, "You're a what?" I'm a drug pusher.
Yeah, we turn what people think are negatives into positives and create wonderful acronyms from them. So if you got an idea of what drug means, you'll find out soon from Dr. Cass's forthcoming book. But my drug means, and because we are our sister's keepers, means daughters revealing ultimate giftings. And if you've ever hung out with Dr. Cass, and I call her already Dr. Kim, I know something's about to happen with that Dr. Kim. But that's what that's what this Hope to Hope, the power of vulnerability, is all about. Being able to help, empower, elevate, and uplift each other. There is no competition. Dr. Kim, say your competition deal, your little motto.
Princess Kim.
Princess
Dr. Kim.
That's how rumors start.
So I'll say Princess Dr. Kim. I'll protect. Something's coming out from that. Princess Dr. Kim. A tiara. And a stethoscope. But you know what, Kim? You know when Noah gave the acronym for what was it, for mankind? That still would mean the stethoscope, the spiritual stethoscope of what you do with people's heart, of giving them faith and hope. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So there's so much. People, I just want to let you know, you need to connect with power. Don't be afraid of it. If God tells you someone is supposed to be a part of your life, don't override that. You never know how much you give energy back to each other. And that's what Dr. Cassandra and Princess Dr. Kim have done for me. So I just want to say once again, it's not too late. You can go invite somebody. Hope to Hope Conference, the power of vulnerability. And our guest today is Dr. Cassandra Bradford Wilson.
I don't think I'm a guest. I think I'm a. Yesterday they were guests. Today I'm.
We got a chance.
Like a piece of.
We got a chance to push Dr. Cassandra. That's what it was. We got to play drug pushers today.
I feel like a piece of bacon today. That's you guys. I feel like I've been fried.
Isn't that a sexy piece of bacon, though?
Now I want some bacon.
She is amazing. Roz, I thank you for helping me interview her and like pulling some of this stuff out of her. She's so humble that she's not going to tell you all this stuff unless we like push her to do it. But she's offering a free ebook, which, you know, I'm going to say this again. I keep saying it, but it's the truth. If you are turning your nose up at the access that you're getting and the free stuff that are coming from this Hope to Hope conference, you are crazy. You are not doing what you need to do, because if you want to level up, you get with people to level up. You get with people who are where you want to be.
Did you see what Connie Myers gave away yesterday?
Yes, that was awesome. That was like awesome.
You know, that's the thing. You guys that are listening have access to people that you won't have access to in other ways.
Right.
Like even if we're at a conference, you can't just stop everything and answer all the questions.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you have questions, don't waste this opportunity.
Right.
Don't waste this time of, you know, take advantage of the free ebook and the Miss Connie's toolkit, and Miss Tracy gave, you know, a discount on her. I think she has 100 tips for business.
Mm-hmm.
Is the book that she
gave away.
Christy gave away a free group that's a Bible study group, and I mean, Hope to Hope is not charging you, and we could. We're not charging you to come to this conference. We're not even making you get in your car and come.
Nope.
We've come
you
to
save
you.
gas money.
So, you know, just think about the opportunity that you have to have access to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight at 7, we will be going live again with all of the speakers. Hopefully we'll be able to log on and we'll be able to answer any questions.
Can I say 7 p.m. Central Standard Time?
Okay.
7 p.m.
This princess is not doing good.
Central Standard Time. That's why our previous guest, like, I don't know what time zone you guys are in. I'm like, okay.
Well, you know, there's something called princess time.
Okay.
And princess time is wherever I'm at that day.
Princess time.
I
want to make everybody on princess time.
I own it. I don't think about that stuff. I own it. But I just want to make sure that you are understanding the value that you're getting by just having access. If you don't even take advantage of any of the offers, if you just get on and hear the stories and then be encouraged, what that will do to change your mindset. Because we are all common. Like, I now Noah tells us we're extraordinary, but that's because everyone's extraordinary. We don't log into our extraordinary. We keep this place in our mind that we're less than. Mm-hmm. And the truth is, we're more than enough. We are more than enough. And so are you. You are more than enough. So please take advantage of this time. We are going to take a break, and we will be back at 11 11:30.
30.
We will be back at 11:30 with the world famous Leticia Mitchell.
Woohoo!
She is a celebrity in her own right. I can't wait to tell you all about what she's done, but she's a little fireball.
Firecracker.
So just be
Now I want
back.
crackers and bacon.
Be back at 11:30, and we will go live again. Take advantage of the opportunity to be with us. This is the Hope to Hope Conference. I'm Kim White with the My Sexy Business team.
And I am Cassandra Bradford Wilson with Genesis Preferred Solutions. Don't forget to inbox me your email address, okay?
We'll see you at 11:30.
Bye.
Bye.
Go write a book for 30 minutes.